Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning viewer, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if it's your first time seeing this face, if it's your first time coming across this channel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me a chance. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it. I hope you stay and I hope you like it. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. Like, comment. Thank you so much. I really appreciate every little engagement that I do get from you guys. My name is Lindelwa and this is my YouTube space. I've created this channel just to share my own experiences, my own lived experiences, and also just to create a community of women, a community of people where we can just grow together and learn from each other more than anything. So yeah, I really hope you love it and I hope you stay and we can somewhat then engage and grow together. Today's topic, today's video is a sit down. It's not a vlog. I think it's my first real sit down. I've done one, I think, at the time when I started this channel, but it was more of an intro. So today's one is a bit deeper. It's a bit, yeah, it's been on the making or in the making for the past 2 years. I think judging from the title of the video in itself, you'll see that it touches on takes it back to 2021 actually at the beginning of this channel in itself. So it is a chatty video. Sit down, grab your tea, grab your water, and I will just catch up. It's a catch up session. Let's say it's a catch up session where I tell you guys what's been happening in my life for the past 2 years, ever since I uploaded the first video and now that I'm coming back on YouTube, you know. So it's really just that, me sharing my life and bringing you guys up to speed as been what's been happening in my life. I've got my green tea. I think those who know me will know that I absolutely love green tea. It's actually something that I start my day with. I think when I wake up, generally when I go to gym in the morning, it's one of the first things that I drink just to give me the energy, but also because it's good for my gut. So yeah, also I hope you also grab something that you're gonna be drinking on your side as we get into this video. I am a bit nervous. I think this is the first time where I'm being completely vulnerable and where I am speaking from my heart, you know, on camera and somewhat putting it out there to the rest of the world. So I think as you can see from the title of the video, for me, I just wanna, or I'll be talking about 3 things largely. Firstly, why I started the channel. When I started in 2021. Ooh, why did I start the channel? And then that's the first thing I'm gonna be talking about, why I started the channel. Number 2, the year 2021, what it was to me, what happened in 2021, because that's when again I started the channel, the lessons that came with it, as well as I guess how it, yeah, what happened in 2021, and also just the financial lessons that came with it. So yeah, I think it's a catch up. What happened in 2021? Why did I start the channel to begin with? Financial lessons that I learned in 2021, but also just to let you guys know where I am now in my life and what's currently happening in my life. I think it will help you guys, and I hope that it will help you guys to get to know me better, and also to know me better, those who know me outside of YouTube, but also those who I may not have an opportunity to meet online or in person rather. So yeah, that's just the purpose of today's video. So yeah, let's jump right in. Why did I start the channel? When I started the channel, I think one of the things that I've struggled with, and that I've struggled with for a very long time, is learning to trust my voice, right? Learning to use my voice, sharing my experiences, talking, and being okay with that. And I think those who know me outside of YouTube, I think by profession will tell you. So I'm a lawyer by qualification, and it's a profession that does involve quite a large amount of talking. Yes, there's reading and writing, but also you need to learn how to talk, right? People want to hear your views and things, and when people want to really hear you speak in most cases. And I would find myself in spaces where I'm required to talk or to share or to provide input, and I would be so scared, and I would always keep to myself, you know, and it doesn't really help me in the professional space that I'm in, you know. So I've had to somewhat learn to push myself to get out of my head, number one, because I think I'm someone who overthinks a lot. I overthink a lot. Even starting the channel, even me getting back on YouTube now, there was a lot of overthinking, a lot of self-doubt that I've had to deal with, that I'm still dealing with even now, because I stay in my head for a very long time. So because I think and overthink, I don't really speak, and I'm not always free to share my story. And I think that was one of the main reasons why I said, hey, do something different, that's something that's going to challenge you, and put yourself out there, you know. And why not? Why not come onto YouTube and start talking and start blubbering, you know, finding my voice and being okay with people not agreeing with my views and not agreeing with my opinions, you know. So I think for me it was that, to find my voice, number one. Number two, it was to really share my story. Sorry, I've got my notebook here, hence I keep looking down so I don't forget what I'm going to be talking about today. Also, it's truly to learn to share my story, no matter how mundane it might be to other people, but believing that I have a story, I have a voice, I've got something to share with the world, and learning to be okay with sharing it, right? In the most authentic, in the most real way. Like, I think when I look back as to when I started the YouTube in 2021, it has always been that, to find my voice, to be authentic. But I was also very afraid, very, very afraid to come onto this platform and be authentic, number one. Number two, to also to truly be real, man, to share my story. And no matter how mundane my life is, because I think as we grow together, as I share more of my life, you'll see that my life is, I live a normal life, you know. And I think when you come into YouTube and you see so many young people, younger than you, some of them, you know, living a life that you truly just, you can only dream of. It's very intimidating to come into the space and say, hey, I am a normal South African woman in her 30s. No, sorry, just reached 30. Thank you. And and believing that people are interested or that people are interested enough to listen to you, right? So for me, it was also just sharing my story in the most authentic way possible, and just being real, and not try to come here and be something that I'm not, you know. So it was also just that, one of the many reasons why I started the channel in itself. So that's why I started YouTube, but it was a battle for me to come on here and be real, and that's what I'm hoping to achieve, to be authentically myself, and for people to relate to me by being real and being authentic and being genuine and being vulnerable as well, because I feel like that's the only way we truly are able to connect and to build communities. And to build communities. Gosh, it's already 9 minutes into this video, and I'm so worried because I feel like I am blubbering and I'm talking too much. I haven't even spoken about what happened in 2021, imagine. So I don't know, maybe I'll make this video into a 2-part so that it's not too long, because I don't want to bore you guys with just should sit down of 50 minutes. Imagine a whole hour of someone talking. Imagine listening to someone speak for a whole hour. Okay guys, so I'll try to make it as short or succinct as possible. If it's too long, I'll have to break it down, you know, make it part 1, part 2 of my life. Okay, so what happened in 2021? 2021, I started the channel, as I said. I was excited, like, yes, I'm about to get into those YouTube streets. I'm about to be the baby girl, you know, I'm about to be the girly in the YouTube streets. started my YouTube channel in 2021. I was like, yes, baby girl, come on, baby girl, do it, baby girl. You are the girl, you know? Come on, come on, come on. Go into the YouTube. You start the YouTube. So I started the YouTube channel. At the time, as I said, I do have a job. Obviously, YouTube is not my job. I mean, imagine if it was my only job. Imagine if it was my job and I only have, you know, we're still growing, guys. So yeah, I have a life. I am an attorney. I am a lawyer. That's the job that keeps the lights on. And yeah, at the time I was working in my first job, the first company that I worked for when I left university. 2021 was a bad year for us. When I say us, I'm talking about the company that we worked on, or that I worked at. Financially, we ran into financial difficulties. The company couldn't, at some point, was struggling to really pay us in terms of salaries. So that in turn also affected me badly financially. Sure, I could not, at some point, my savings were depleted because I started relying heavily on my savings to keep myself going. Like, at times they would pay us late, so they wouldn't be able to pay us on time. And obviously then if you've got financial obligations or debits that have to go off, I would have to dip into my savings to be able to, you know, to make up or to pay my debts, you know. So my savings got depleted. And mind you, even then, it's not like I had a lot of savings, guys. Finances, one of the things that I really want us to also talk about on this channel, that I want to speak about, and I hope that we can all engage on, is finances and learning to build your finances. And I think a lot of us young black people, we're not taught about finances, and one day we will truly talk about it. So my finances were in a very bad shape, and to a point where when one day they could not pay us. I remember there was 1 month where the company couldn't pay us salaries, and they were not going to pay us going into the new month. And that time I had zero savings, and my car broke down. You know, but when it rains it pours. I won't forget. They couldn't pay us our salaries, and then my car broke down. So now I had to use the last remaining cents in my bank account to go fix my car. Mind you, at the time, obviously, I have an apartment that I live in, that I bought. The bond has to be paid, you know, the bond has to be paid. That time I no longer have any savings. So what happens? I had to move back home, you know, I had to move out of my apartment and rent out my apartment and move back home. Now imagine, I've been out of home since 2017. So I no longer have a room at home. Now I have to move back home and go share a room with my little sister because baby girl can't afford to pay for her apartment anymore, you know. So those are some of the things that happened in 2021. Hard financial times, really hard financial times in my life, but by God's grace we made it out, you know. And I remember it really, I think the situation at work really affected me mentally. Like, it really affected me mentally. I'm someone who has always struggled with mental illness, anxiety, depression. So that year I was really triggered. I was genuinely triggered. It was a very hard time. So there was no way that I could come onto YouTube and start pretending, you know, and start living it up. You know, things were hard. Things were hard in my life in 2021. But by God's grace, I did leave that job. I did find another job. I resigned at my first company that I worked for in 2021. And I found another job starting in 2022. Started in 2022, moved to another company that I worked for from 2022. And then in 2023, I left that company as well. Now I'm in my third job, you know. I'm in my third job and things are starting to look up for me, you know, financially, but also stability-wise. I think one of the things that I'm definitely gonna spend time speaking of or speaking about in this channel is financial management. I think one of the things that I've generally struggled with is managing my finances. And yeah, guys, like we really need to learn. I need to learn to truly learn how to handle my finances and being responsible. I think one thing that came out of 2021 for me was, girl, you need to do better. You need to do better with handling your finances. You can't umdala, you know, we really need to learn how to handle our finances, to better manage our finances. So those are some of the things that I'm going to be speaking about on this channel, my own journey in trying to navigate that space. So yeah, what's happening in my life now, as I said, I'm on my third job. Recently started my new job. Actually, it's been about 4 months now at my current job. Also trying to get back on YouTube, as you can see me. I am also trying to pick up the pieces of my business. I think those who know me know that I've got a side hustle. I sell shea butter as well as African black soap, so I'm still trying to pick up the pieces on that part. I'll also share that journey with you guys. And it's been very hard. I think it's been very, very hard getting back into business, trying to become a reliable supplier after disappearing for 2 years. Because again, I started my company actually for 3 years. Because I started, I disappeared for 2 years. Okay, anyway, I started my business. It's called Wamburi Shea Butter. Wamburi, NWA Buri. Shea Butter. It's actually its own name. But I started in 2020 during COVID. It was doing very, very well. And when 2021 hit and I had to move back home, that also had to take a pause, because now I can't, it's hard to run the business, it's hard for me to make the product, it's hard for me to, you know, go deliver and meet up with my clients. So I also had to take a pause on my business and I couldn't continue working on it. So that's something also that I'm trying to get back on and being more consistent on, not just YouTube. So it's my business as well as YouTube, but I'm trying to be more consistent, as well as I think my relationship with God. Again, if you know me, if you've met me, if you know me outside of YouTube, I think you know how much I love God. I'm a Christian. I think those who don't know, I'm a Christian. I love God, and I think that will be definitely coming out very strong on this channel. My journey with God, what it means to me to be a child of God, you know, to be Christian. So much also has happened in that aspect of my life, dating back to 2019, 2018. But yeah, learning and finding my feet back in Christ, in the body of Christ in itself, and also just myself, a relationship with myself. I think I've been on a journey of healing and of becoming for quite some time. And it's a journey, you know. I think that's one thing you learn as you become more intentional about growth, is that healing is a journey. You can never ever reach a point where you say you've completely healed and everything is okay. It's a continuous journey of you being intentional about self-improvement and being a better person. So yeah, I think that's where I am now in my life, truly trying to be a better person, still on the journey of becoming, being more kinder to myself, being more mindful of how I speak to myself. We'll speak about that as well. Like, I think one thing that I'm learning and that I continue to learn is that sometimes I'm my biggest enemy. Like, I am the one who stands in my own way. I am the weapon that is formed against me. You know, I am the weapon formed against me, because hey guys, I've struggled so much with learning to be kind to myself. You know, like, I am one person who tries so hard to extend kindness and grace towards others, but I've always struggled to extend the same level of grace towards myself. So those are the things that I'm also trying to, you know, learn and become better at. You know, that's the journey that I'm on right now, learning new skills. You know, I'm taking up swimming lessons. Yeah, because you guys know. Yo, no, we don't know how to swim, guys. It's just my dad, guys. Swimming costume, I'm a swimming pool, but please, let's learn how to swim, please. But let's learn how to swim. Let's go and learn how to swim. Please, we are here trusting God for houses with swimming pools. Mara sikwazi swimmer. How is God gonna bless you with a house and a swimming pool ungakwazi swim? God doesn't want you to see you drowning. Huh? You're out here wanting to go to the Maldives, but you don't know how to swim, girl. No, learn how to swim, okay? So yeah, those are the things that I'm learning how to swim. I'm learning how to swim, guys. I'm gonna hopefully take you on that journey. We'll see. We'll see if it's something that I can also vlog on. But yeah, so it's continuously learning to improve, working on myself and being intentional. I even have braces now, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, guys, it's already into 20 minutes. This has been a very long video, and I didn't want to make it this long. But yeah, that's where I am. This is a catch-up video, and we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited to be back. I am excited to be sharing my life in the most authentic way. Like, very, very authentic, guys. Like, it's real here. We're not going to be here pretending. We're not pretending on this side of the world. We are being real, and we're going to be talking about genuine challenges that we're going through as women, as young people, navigating life, navigating careers, navigating relationships, okay? Because that's badal, okay? Yes, the parents must know that we're dating now. We are no longer hiding. Please. Also, ladies, you know how you can be in these relationships, but we'll talk about it some more. Without making this video longer than it already is, I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna end it here. If you've watched till this 22 minutes, please consider subscribing. Clearly you like it here. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It might be all over the place. I'm pretty sure it's all over the show. I'm sure I've been fumbling for the past 22 minutes. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording it. And I hope to see you on the next upload. Thank you so much. I love you. Goodbye. Until next time. Bye.